Byun faced Armani in the round of 8 here of EBT Korea 127. It is a fantastic game on Hardwire. You should enjoy it. Unfortunately, of course, Armani did forfeit after game 1, so it is only a one-game series, but it is a fantastic game 1, so please watch it anyways. But also, before you do that, reminder, I upload one video in 4K every other day of the week, normally from EBT Cups and other things. And also, I stream every Monday, EPT NA, Tuesday show matches when they happen, every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, WTL at 7 p.m. Eastern to hitch that North American audience that maybe can't watch in the morning, and also EPT Korea at 11 p.m. on Saturday nights. But also, folks, enjoy the video. In the upper left now, in the blue, he is for the Kwangdong Freecs, Armani. In the bottom right, in the red, looking to arm the rebels, he is for the Shopify Rebellion, Byun. All right, so we're going to try this stuff pretty quickly because Ollie needs to sleep. Let's see, 3. Oh, wait, I don't have numlock on. Wait, why is this not working? Resources lost. Wait, no. Resources lost differential. Resources gathered differential. Aha! It's so cool. Army size, income. I mean, that doesn't matter, but my one question: does this enforce Brood War skins? Like, is this does the Home Story Cup mod enforce different skins? I don't know. I'm curious, actually, Ollie. Let me know. Okay, so what are we going to get here in the early game? All right, we're not going to see much in the early game. There's no proxy barracks. Byun, we've seen Byun do this before. Yes, you can find the Byun Classic cast on my YouTube at PV Penguin, !YouTube in the chat. You'll find it. I have a lot of VODs though, so if you just search within my YouTube, like just scroll down a little bit, Control F Classic, it's in there. Or I can just give you the link, actually, as we're not doing all that much just yet. Here we go. Now the Reaper finds his way into the natural. It's only a 4-lane opening from Armani, so he's okay with losing 1. We've actually seen a lot of Korean Zergs in particular, even against Korean Terrans, opening with a 6-lane opening just to make sure they don't lose much of anything, because Byun's micro is pretty damn impressive. So he kills 2 lings, almost gets a 3rd. He's not quite full on energy, so he can't really dive on top and kill off the creep tumor. So he's not going to do that, but he's going to get a 3rd circling. I mean, that really should not. And he gets a drone. Byun, that is actually not allowed. Like, that is unacceptable. That should not happen. But he does it anyway. So this Reaper has 4 kills, 3 lings, and a drone, and it's not even done yet because we're still not at 330. We still don't have speed. Armani still can't really address this all that well. I mean, he can by just staying on creep, but this is a great way. It's a fantastic way for Byun to start a game. And also, it's really good news for those of you that are Byun fans that are hoping he does well in GSL. Because he probably should have beaten Rogue in the GSL. And it probably should have been him that advanced instead of Rogue, which probably means that maybe Crater actually wins the GSL finals. But unfortunately, the wrist problems are just... I've heard... the most recent thing I've heard is that they're psychosomatic. In that it is not that Byun has extrinsic wrist problems where he has some sort of musculoskeletal breakdown. Instead, he has... He gets tense in a certain way, I guess, in the GSL studios. We're going to see Hellions. They're going to find a creep tumor for free. Very nice. Okay. So, the reason I asked, because I saw the Brood War skins on both Armani and Byun. And I didn't remember seeing the Brood War skins on Byun. So, that was why I was asking. But, anyway. I lost my train of thought responding to chat. Oh, okay. Maybe that's where it is. StarCraft Reddit. I've been avoiding StarCraft Reddit for the last couple days because of all the hate on the Stormgate trailer that really is kind of unfounded. I mean, the whole like, okay, maybe we wanted more is fair, but just wait for Sunday, guys. Like, Sunday is gonna be good. I can promise you from what I've seen behind the scenes that Stormgate, at least they know enough about what we want to be telling us all the right things. Now we don't know if the game's gonna be good, but at least we do have that one. So for now, Byun adding in a couple additional barracks behind the natural. He's going for, well, never mind. There's the third base. Okay, so he's adding on barracks 4 and 5. Yeah, he's adding on barracks 4 and 5. There we go. These are E-bays behind the natural. I was wrong. Hellions, though, they dive into the natural. They're looking for something. They're going to get 4 workers. They're going to get 5. They're going to get 5. Oh, man, they could get so much more. Byun, you got to notice those drones. They were stacked. Byun could have, he's still going to go back anyways, but he really missed an opportunity. He really could have gotten 9, 10, 11. He's going to try to dive through. More lings do go down. Byun is just oppressive in this game. Hey, Kybrit. You are most welcome. I mean, I'm not the only one doing the Armani Byun game. But if you're talking about classic Byun, yeah. I was the only one that had that upper bracket finals. I had some of the biggest viewership, organic viewership I've ever had. I think I had like 400 people watching at 2 in the morning. Before it all settled down because they all went back to Steadfast. But I was the only one on that game, and I died. I did not sleep that night. I know where, folks, those of you watching this game on YouTube right now, I know I'm talking about a game from like a month ago at this point, but if you haven't seen it, you should go back and watch it. Classic Byun, EPT 122. The best single game I've ever cast. Or one of it, certainly. But in terms of just raw game quality, probably the best. Mario Serral's got to be the best in terms of game quality and in terms of what it meant, what the stakes were. I mean, I don't know why that would offend me, Renato Pepin. Pretty much, yeah. He gets too tight. It's specifically the GSL studio. I don't know what it is. He gets too tight. He gets too nervous. He just holds himself. It's the height of the desks. I don't know. But he does. It causes problems in the GSL studio, but certainly not online as he runs on forward here, clearing out the creep, looking for a headway. And honestly, Armani's creep spread is very good in this game. It will take multiple scans for Byun to clean the creep spread up. And actually, that's a wasted one. There was no tumors there for Byun to really knock anything down. But Byun now taking advantage of the position on the left here. Bailey's speed still has about 20 seconds, and that's where things get a little scary here. But Byun's army is big, but not awe-inspiring. So he's going to put pressure on the map. And look at this. Armani's already setting up the break. He's already getting ready for this to happen because Bailey's speed is now done. 1-1 is now done, and here comes Armani from both sides. No, he's not doing anything on the bottom side. Now he is, but he's triggering this just a little bit late, but it looks like he's gonna be damn fine anyway. Byun's got to pick on up here, microing backwards from both sides, and it all goes down. And the medevac as well for good measure. Fantastic cleanup there for Armani. Fantastic cleanup there for Armani. Byun, he felt confident he could micro back. He find a little bit more value, but the Banelings, they came smashing on in on the right side. Perfectly timed. Byun in the middle of the map, trying to knock some creep spread down. Not really getting it. And this is one of the downsides for going 3CC play. And I'm not saying going 3CC play is bad, because it isn't. But it does provide Zerg with a lot of agency on the map. So if you're a Terran and you want to go take it to the late game, you want to practice your late game, or you're Mario and you just feel you're better in the late game, do it. Absolutely. Be my guest. Dazzle us with your skill. But if you're not Mario, or your Zerg knows how to make sure that you don't do that, knows how to grow out of control when that happens, yeah, okay, classic XPN. Yeah, no. Insane game. A bunch of SCVs are going to that's an unfortunate SCV transfer, but also it will tell Byun what's happening as Lings, Banes, they come in from every side looking to take Byun out of this game for the sheer temerity of being in it. Baneley's crashed everything down, but Byun, he's got a second army here on the left side, and it looked good for Classic at the start. 12 SCVs have gone down. We cannot forget that. But Byun actually had an army on the map. Byun actually had an army on the map, so it is not the end of the world for Byun here. It was bad. Losing 12 SCV is fine, but I thought he lost his entire army, and not quite. Right, PD Penguin? I'm excited. Everything they've told me is fantastic, but yeah, well, I don't want to wait. But anyways, Banelings now, they run forward. Good micro here from Byun. It could be a little bit better, but Lings fall. Or Banelings do fall. Now Byun trying to defend, but Banelings onto the left side as well. We can see Byun taking a look at it, but with Liberators as well, yeah, nothing much really does go down. Lings trying to get on top of the tanks, and they will make that happen. Widowmines need to burr up. Meanwhile, on the right side, Armani just multi-pronging here, but it seems like Byun actually is doing a fantastic job of defending this one until Lings find their way on in. Lings in the natural not getting much of anything, or the third not getting much of anything. Command Center does get delayed, but only 6 SCVs go down. And this is Armani at his best. He's absolutely all-inning, kind of. I mean, he does have 2-2, and he does have Hydras on the way and Hive and everything else, but Armani is a Zerg player that loves to smash face. He's very much a smash mouth Zerg, and we're seeing that here. He says, you know, I found a small advantage. Your pickup, your pressure didn't really get much done. I'm going to take the map. But more importantly, I'm going to start running across here. And by the way, creep outside the third base of Byun is terrifying, as a couple more SCVs do go down, but Byun's still on 77. It really is not the biggest of deals. And I really like that tank positioning. Oh, Kybrate, if you want to see all the interviews, I have a Twitter thread going that has at least every interview that I found useful. There were some that are just very clearly media junket. Let's talk about our game at the high level, but like the winter interviews and the Fear Dragon interviews and the Back to Warcraft interview and some other stuff. I have a Twitter thread on my Twitter that I don't have pinned, but I do have that. And if you're just trying to get caught up, I think it's a fairly useful resource. Now, Widowmine drops here. Byun gets 7 workers. Just trying to fight back Armani, but meanwhile on the... never mind. My cursor's there. The base is not dead. But Byun actually found himself maxed out here. Widowmine is looking for a good shot. And gets so many Banes, but Byun forced to back up anyways. He doesn't have enough of his army right here just yet. But what Byun is looking to do, as his 3-3 is actually extremely late, he is trying to buy an ability to find his way out of the map, because he does knock down a lot of the creep outside of his own third base. But Ghosts are on the way. His 3-3 is 25%, 33% done. Good Widowmine. He's got 3 workers. But he's starting to get to the point where his army is that Widowmine or that Medevac will die, where he's starting to build a good enough army with proper positioning where he will be able to start taking these outlying bases that he has not been able to take for quite a while. Because the way this matchup tends to work is a big fight in the middle of the map here. Lings come spilling on forward. Banelings look like they didn't get the best situation. And now, of course, when we talk about fighting a Terran, there are always 2 fights. There is the fight at the start where your Banelings make connections and you feel all great about things. And then once your splash is done, there's the second fight where the bio is kited backwards. Now they start kiting forward. They start trying to find stuff. And ooh, wait, there's only 1 Baneling in this army. The Hydras have to be careful. Meanwhile, but Byun, he's microing on the left side here. He's going to target down a base. That's a great start for the man, as this really is only pure march, like kill bases very quickly indeed. Folks, I want you to compare the creep state to 1 minute ago, to 2 minutes ago, because the creep was a lot more oppressive on the map. Byun now finding his way back out of it. He doesn't have a 5th base just yet. He has all his command centers done, but 5th base is not ready just yet. Widowmine gets a fantastic trade as it dies. All right, so now Byun. We do need to see him take a 5th base. We're starting to see, of course, the main mine out. Only 4 mineral patches, and this one is pretty low. Natural as well. And same mineral patches, because, of course, he mules that one heavier. And 3rd base running out of mineral patches. So we do need to see Byun take a 5th base at some point. He's situating himself on the bottom side here. That's where he's looking to clean up. Is once again, we will see this base go down. The Spines, actually, they're there to deal with drops. They're not dealing with the run by at the front. So another base goes down a third time. Armani can just not take this base on the bottom side. But he does have 12 o'clock. He's mining from that one, dropping tons of Spines and Spores, and now Ling's on the other side. Ooh, got to be careful here. Byun do not want to lose those medevacs, and looks like he barely gets out. Yeah, he's going to be fine, but this base will not land. Byun does have to rotate army over to make that happen. Meanwhile, Nidus is going to get found out, but it's a distracting tactic because, well, Byun wants the 5th base. He's not allowed to get it just yet. Now, luckily, the Hydras are not quite in range, so should be fine there. Is now Nidus going in the main base. Is Byun paying attention? Looks like no for the moment. And Lurkers, Lings, Hydras all into the third base here. Has Armani found the timing that he's looking for? Nidus will get dealt with in the main base, not in the natural just yet. Snipes are going to go down, but good abducts there on top of the Ghosts. Byun needs a little more space to take this engagement, but actually a lot of Armani's army has gone down. Now, scan is good, but the Ghosts are not getting the snipes they need just yet. A Nidus dropping. There we go. Now we're starting to see the snipes. Lurkers are starting to fall here. More are on the way. We do need to see a repair, of course, on the orbital. But now Byun, he's spilling on it. It's only 2 Lurkers remaining. That morph is not going to complete. And there's a Nidus here, but it's not doing all that much. But of course, 24 workers have died because there are 2 Lurkers in a Nidus in the natural. Double Nidus here, actually, from Armani, because he's just trying to tear his opponent apart. These Lurkers will die eventually, but not before 26 SCVs go down. And we're starting to get to the point where Byun is okay. Please repair this, Byun. Byun, repair. Byun, repair. Okay, he's repairing. We're fine. We're starting to get to the point where Byun has this really cost-efficient army. But we're not there just yet. Lings actually come rolling on in. They're trying to just get on top of the Ghosts, of course. That's the wonderful thing. Widow Mine! Oh my goodness, Armani did not split whatsoever. But it's still a difficult position here, as now, of course, the Ghosts start taking a little bit more damage. Again, Byun not allowed to take this base. The Ghosts, they run forward. Personal cloaking, though, not doing enough. And the Baneleys, they connect on forward. The Command Center does fall, and now here again, the Ghosts looking for snipes, but they're not able to get what they want. Armani takes pole position on the left side. Meanwhile, 13 SCVs died somewhere else, not really sure where. But more Night-Eye find their way into the main base. And Byun, he actually has a lot of minerals. But he is starting to run into problems because, again, we're going to see Lurkers, Lings, siege up this third base. Armani is never doing any one thing at once here. He's always in 2 positions. So, again, snipes go down on the Lurkers. Byun, he's going to be able to deal with this. But 3 more SCVs go down. The Lurker den actually, the Lurker actually doesn't get much of anything, but more Lurkers go down now. This is an impressive game from Armani. To be totally honest, Byun is doing a good job of hanging on. But this is an impressive game from Armani. Actually, I'm curious. Hey, we have new stats. So if we look at resources lost, it's about 10K in favor of Byun. But if we look at resources gathered differential, what is that, 46? So it's about 10K more gathered, but also 10K more lost. So it's actually not all that bad. I really enjoy the new stats. I wish they would tell us what the actual number is. It's kind of hard to tell on the graph sometimes, but it's a good approximation. We say, okay, it's close enough. But hey, looking at the main of the natural once again. By the way, this tank has been here the entire game. It's 58 kills because that seems rather nice. Is Byun reacting? Yeah, he dealt with one in the natural. He's going to rotate over to the main base now. And Byun now has his 5th base. It's not a planetary just yet. He's turning that in, but now we're going to see the Nidus go down, and good scan. But, ooh, there was a second Nidus. I did not see that one, so Lurker's doing a damn fine job. Ghost sniping everything else down, though. And this should be dealt with fairly efficiently. But, of course, elsewhere on the map, Lings, Banes, Hydras find their way, trying to knock this down once again. It was not a planetary just yet. 9 SCVs more do fall, and it's just Hydra Ling, though. So Byun actually can take this fight fairly easily. But the Command Center does start to burn. I don't think we have any SCVs just there. Another Nidus falls. Nice. This is so annoying from Armani. This is so gloriously annoying from Armani. You love to see it. Please, thank you. But I wonder now whether Byun has been able to find himself a salient point in this game is that Nidus will not well, it completes and it dies immediately. Now, oh, good split there from Byun. A bunch of Banelings do fall down and Ghost sniping everything down as well. So now Byun, he can actually get on top of this bottom left base. And maybe he gets on the bottom left, he gets the middle left as well. So 2 bases really for the price of 1 as he splits on backwards. Honestly, the Ghosts don't really care about the mains. It takes 6 to kill. Byun will get the bottom base now. And now he's a pushing position into the left. He's going to be able to take this base eventually. I do appreciate seeing Armani take the contested bases. So he's taking both upper left, or bottom left and upper right. Technically, he's also taking upper left. But the thing is, when Zergs get in these game states, I do feel like I want to see them take these contested bases earlier and fully saturate them immediately. When they do have the map control, before the Terran gets the 5th base, before the Terran really starts to grow out of control. But okay. Here comes Lingbane Hydra. Electric Boogaloo number 57. Widowmine is actually not going to get the best. Well, actually, it looks like it's going to be a fantastic one, but Byun splitting back with more Widowmine shots here. And now Armani is he's running out of money. He's been dominating the map for a while, but Byun has his 5th base. This army is at 20 Ghosts, and that is just it. Armani looked good for so long, but he traded too inefficiently. And Byun, He takes game one.